Hey guys, it's Chase, and I'm here finally doing the first ever podcast that's been waited for, we've been talking about it about a week in videos, and it's about a year long, and that's not me giggling in the background as well. I didn't want to put my sound music in the background, but I'm here to introduce the debut of Starla and Michael. Here we go. Yeah. Everyone say hi.
Hello.
Hello. That was just Caitlin. Now, Starla and Michael, say hi. Caitlin, and Caitlin is also here as well. Let's get her out here.
Hello.
Do a little spin for us.
I did.
Oh, okay, yeah. Everyone picture that. You've seen what she looks like. All right, so basically in the other videos we talked about some things we're going to talk about, which is basically our favorite Marvel movie and why. We're going to discuss that because Starla and I have gotten in a very heated argument at her house, which is why we decided to choose this first, because you get to hear us bitch each other out in voice tone, so it's awesome. And the next topic will be a movie that we saw at least one time that we refuse to watch again, and we will never watch it again by any circumstance. So I guess everyone pumped?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Everyone excited? Anyone have anything to get off their chest before we start going?
It might organically happen as I'm talking about other stuff.
All right, we're gonna get a T-shirt that says that.
We'll just evolve.
It must, we evolve like a Pokemon. All right, so okay, so first round, basically, we're not gonna time this one. I know I said we try to keep it about 15 minutes, but that's not realistic because we rant, and y'all have heard me talk in videos, and it's like 5 minutes of me just going, all right, thank you for subscribing, all right, thank you for subscribing, and all right, thank you for subscribing. So now this
Very appreciative.
I love you guys. I would do you if I could. Getting real in this place. Caitlin, I'm just kidding. All right, so so basically, all right, I will start us off with favorite Marvel movie and why. So, okay, so favorite Marvel movie, as you know, there's a ton of Marvel movies out there in the world. It's hard to choose because everyone, is a fan of every single movie. But obviously, as you've seen in my apartment, from apartment tours and such, that you can kind of tell I'm addicted to Captain America. So I'm a little biased with this choice, and it'll be Captain America: Winter Soldier. Anyone? I like it's just quiet. I feel like I'm doing a book report in front of a class, and they're just like,
left the room.
Yes, I'm actually just here now.
I have no problems with
Excellent,
Captain America.
Excellent film.
All right.
Winter Soldier.
Yes.
It's fantastic. Okay, so
It seemed like you wimped out though. I thought you were going to say Avengers. So y'all could butt heads.
I was going to because
He knows that his argument is strong.
See, I will get there when it's your turn, madam. All right. You don't jump. You don't line skip. Okay.
Okay. I'm marinating over here.
You just saute in the pan for a minute. I will get you out when it's time to serve you. But that's right. That was a pun. All right. So basically, my reasoning behind that, I think. Ultimately, when they said Chris Evans was going to be Captain America, when they first announced that, I was kind of very distraught and very saddened because of the Human Torch. Everyone agree?
Aww.
Hey, well, it wasn't his fault. I think it was the script he had, but I was very nervous because it's what he had to do. I don't know, but we're not going to talk about
Not another
Four.
teen movie. Should have been all the reassurance you needed.
Well, if he just had a shield and whipped cream over his junk, I think I could have watched that for about 2 hours.
Don't forget the banana.
Yeah, the banana in his ass. Okay, well, and cherry nipples. But enough about my fantasies. Now, no homo this conversation. I apologize. But no, but I think he did very well, and I think he escalated. I think Captain America helped him kind of in the acting aspect where he had to show a lot more emotion in the role of Steve Rogers than anything else he's been in, and so that really helped him out. Plus, I think the supporting players, he had Scarlett Johansson and Samuel Jackson and Sebastian Stan. He was also
Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie, because the Falcon and everything. So I think he had a really good supporting cast. Plus, I think this is the right direction for what they're trying to get with the Infinity Gauntlet and the more serious aspect of the Marvel Universe. And so overall, I think it's my favorite based off of, I think it was just a really good movie from start to finish. Rarely can you find anything in that movie that you didn't like about it. Yeah. So I think ultimately that is the greatest movie for me. So
well done.
Yeah.
That's my choice, and I could rant all day. But so I guess now, Caitlin, you want to lead us off with your fantastic choice?
Yeah.
Yay.
A fantastic multiple choice. I was trying to decide my favorite Marvel movie, and there's too many choices. I love them all. But my top picks would definitely be Captain America, the first one, and the Winter Soldier. Does the first one have a separate title? Is it just Captain America?
Avenger. The first Avenger.
Okay, the first Avenger,
yeah.
Sorry. I should know this.
That's it.
I'm
God!
Now we gotta re-record it all.
Yeah, didn't you get the memo?
No. And then Thor is another one of my favorites. I really love Thor. But I think those two are really good. They're probably my top two favorites of the Avengers, members of the Avengers.
The first
for
Thor
multiple
or
reasons.
the second Thor?
The first Thor. I think I like the first one better.
You know, I've never seen the first one.
You have not seen the first one.
Only in her dreams. Now, don't discredit her based. Yeah. See, Starla hasn't had a chance to woo you yet. Don't discredit her for the fact because lots of things that I talk about, she either shames me for liking it or she doesn't like to admit that she liked it. But that is one that we cannot get her to sit down for it. So.
What'd you go and see in the second Thor for without the
I figured I got the gist of it.
You're a fake. You're a phony.
It's one of those things, though, like Spider-Man. Without seeing Spider-Man, you know about Spider-Man, whether you're a Spider-Man fan or not.
Yeah, what is the Spider-Man? Yeah.
Irving Spider-Man.
Irving Spider-Man. Oh my gosh.
That's your homework tonight.
Yeah, so
go watch Thor.
So ultimately, Caitlin was our dark horse. She couldn't pick. She undecided, but. It's okay, because I know she's not the only one that can't choose their favorite Marvel movie. I know there's some that will be like, oh, I like this one, but ultimately we love every single one, if we like to admit it or not. Most of them. Well,
most of them.
All right, Fantastic Four. Okay.
Now. Fantastic Four.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Not at all.
Really?
You hear that silence?
I need to see that one.
It's because no one else has seen it either.
It comes on cable all the time, and I catch always like the last 30 minutes of it.
Yeah.
Or the bridge scene. The whole bridge scene.
Rescuing firemen.
Yeah, I was like, I've
seen it. Where
like
Andrea runs out and dumps the rock.
Spoiler alert. I only own it to support Chris Evans.
Yeah.
I own those movies based off of.
You own it to look at Chris Evans.
You don't own Snow.
Hey now.
How embarrassing.
Hey now. Well, y'all were supposed to show me that one.
Right. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Everyone calm your teats. All right, so here it is. The official debut. Everyone put a round of applause together. Drum roll for Michael. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. Starla, all right. Yeah. All right, Starla, get out there. What's yours?
All right. It's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Did anyone see that one coming?
It's fantastic. And this is why I know it's fantastic. Because I don't like superhero movies.
She hates them.
And I don't hate them, but I'm not a fan of them. I'm not a huge fan of superhero movies or comic book movies or any of that. However, and I really wasn't tickled about seeing a tree and a raccoon. I was really dreading that.
She's not even talking about Guardians.
I was dreading them. Like,
that was just outside in the backyard.
Right.
Every time we saw the trailer, I dreaded those two.
Yes.
So, it's so fantastic. I stutter because Chase argues with me.
I do, but you know what? I'm trying to show you respect like you didn't do for me.
Oh.
I'm trying to let you get the floor, so to speak.
But I yammer a lot because Chase was very nervous about me not talking at all.
So now she doesn't know what to do. I know. Everyone, please calm down.
You have to say.
I know.
I would call it down on Starla, but that's something completely different. Yeah, that's something completely weird, and we're brother and sister, and that's very creepy.
Kind of personal.
Yeah, Michael.
So to organize my scattered thoughts, I typed it up and everything, but they are misfits, which I feel like often, and to see this little group of misfits. And he says it in the movie, they are losers. Chase, they are losers, but they...
Wait, so they're a group of people who don't like each other who have to work together to save the day?
Yes, just like now.
Isn't that the Avengers? Didn't the Avengers do that first?
Oh my God, let me explain.
You have a giant hulking tree. Hulking tree. You have a sarcastic...
It's pronounced Giving Tree.
Oh, my bad. The Giving Tree.
Here's the problem with the Avengers. And I'm going to pick on the Avengers because Guardians is the anti-Avengers. It's like somebody compared them, to the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. Guardians is a little rough around the edges. The thing is, in the Avengers, we got a bunch of people with too much money or too much attitude that are thrown together because... Nick Fury wanted them to hang out, and they're forced. They really don't want to, but there's aliens destroying a whole city, so they gotta. Who else is gonna do it? We got lots of money. I built a suit. Let's do this. First of all, the Hulk didn't even want to be the Hulk.
I hear it. Starla, can I ask you something? Would you work at your job for free?
Let me tell you something, though. The Guardians did what they did. We're talking about the Marvel Universe here.
All right.
The Guardians did what they did because they wanted to save people. The Avengers did it because they had to pretend...
Captain America wanted to save people.
They put them together. They still didn't want to work together. They had to pretend kill that dude that's married to Jennifer Grey so that so that they would finally be joined together. It took them murdering somebody for 10 for the Avengers to want to work together. I'll tell you what, I would work at my job for free before they murdered somebody to make me work at my job for free.
Should you be working at a place where murder is happening?
No, but
then why
this is the world that the Marvel characters live in, where there was blood on this little Captain America card. That's what it took. Think about that.
But I want to ask you something too. The Infinity Gauntlet comes out in a couple years. They can't fight Thanos alone. So who do they call upon, Michael? The Avengers, because they can't do it alone. They know Hulk and Iron Man and Captain.
In her defense, the Avengers can't do it alone either.
Correct. You know why? Because you need scofflaws. You can't, I'm going to walk in the front door in a suit, and no, you can't do all that. You need people, you need a little raccoon. You've seen raccoons. They can do some pretty awesome stuff. I saw that one open a fridge.
I saw him ruffle through my trash can. It's pretty great. All right. Continue. I'm not trying to argue with you.
They have no family. They become each other's family. The Avengers, once done, they go their separate ways. They're like, I'll see you at the next reunion.
They're good enough to get spin-off movies. She's defeated.
All I know...
See, I came prepared for this fight. I don't know if you knew.
I know is that Groot by himself has like one line repeatedly the whole movie.
True.
And I care more for him than Tony Stark.
Well, yeah.
Tony Stark is an ass.
Tony Stark is an asshole.
And I know that's his character.
But that's his
I
thing,
think it bothers me that I can't distinguish Tony Stark from Robert Downey Jr. And it's starting to irritate me now because I think that both of them are mean. And I think both of them would be, you know what? And this is what it boils down to. Who could you hang out with at a party? If I showed up at a Guardians party,
if I showed up to a party with a tree, they would think I was crazy.
No. Let's say
this is my Groot. Love me.
No, the Guardians are holding a party. You show up unannounced. They let you in the door, right? Because look at you. They'd be fine with you.
Was that like a look at me in disgust? Or was that like, look at you, you sick freak?
If you showed up at the Avengers party, they'd say, who's this guy who let him in? And security would drag you away.
God.
Maybe Captain would be nice to you, but he'd be outnumbered.
He'd offer you a drink, and then he'd escort you out.
Yeah, he'd be like, madam, go to bed.
He'd put his arm around you and he'd say, I don't know who you are, dude, but probably Winn-Dixie, Subway, somewhere there you can meet somebody to hang out with.
All right, what else you got?
I'm staying on track here.
Okay, stay on track. Here you go.
I promise.
Chapter 4.
They have a willingness to die for each other. A willingness to... Everybody in the Guardians of the Galaxy puts their life, their for real life, not the life of their suit, on the line. I know I'm picking on Tony Stark.
No, you're picking on Tony Stark, but Tony Stark did take a missile up into space for the sake of everyone else.
In a suit. It wasn't like...
But he's in the suit.
He was going to die.
He was going to die.
Yeah.
What else was he going to do?
Oh my God. So your point is...
He could have flown away.
He had to do something because I didn't care for him the whole movie. He had to do something. And I like the Avengers.
I like Guardians, and I like Guardians of the Galaxy, but you need somebody to argue you.
I have to discipline my child when they've disappointed me. And Avengers disappointed me.
Okay, I was like, am I your child that disappointed you?
I wouldn't be a loving mother if I didn't discipline the Avengers when they've done wrong.
Did you like the Avengers less once Guardians came out?
Yes.
So you liked Avengers a lot, and then you saw Guardians on. Oh.
I liked Avengers a lot. I liked Captain America Winter Soldier better than the Avengers because I liked the particles of the whole thing more than the sum.
Yes, but basically you have the Guardians who need each other to make a good movie. You can have one.
But that was a
you need all of them to have a good movie.
Because people don't have familiarity with them.
But what's better? Several movies with the individual people to make really good movies, and then come together to make a really good together movie, or one movie you need all of them.
For Disney, it's better that they can make several movies and one together movie. But I don't think, and all of you would have to admit this, that they did not expect Guardians to be as loved as it is.
No, they
put it
didn't.
out
I mean,
there
no, they didn't.
hoping it'd make
They
as
thought it'd
much
be-
as Edward
yeah.
Norton's Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Edward
And
Norton.
that's another
Shit,
problem
even
for me.
Bruce
We don't
Banner.
even need
What's
to
his
get
name?
into it.
Bruce Banner.
Bruce Banner.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love Mark Ruffalo, but it is a total disconnect for me that I look at him every day and wonder why he's not Ed Norton.
Yeah.
And I don't like Ed Norton, but that's what they gave me at the beginning.
Yes.
Well, actually, they give you.
Well, and see, here's the thing. Like,
No,
I
let's
mean,
not
here's
talk
the thing.
about
I like
that.
Winter Soldier more than the Avengers. So I mean,
Okay.
I can understand and mine's just about Captain.
And I don't want to date myself here, but I'm a late 70s baby.
All right.
And the soundtrack and the humor in Guardians speaks to the late 70s baby. Because, I mean, I'm about the same age as Chris Pratt, so they kind of tailored all that humor and stuff to his age, and I just beamed at some of his jokes.
Yeah.
All
They
right.
made me very
Okay.
happy.
You can relate with him.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I relate to him.
You are Chris Pratt.
An orphan that was raised by Michael Rooker. I understand that exactly.
Well, A. Michael. Yeah.
Right.
You had A. Michael to guide you.
And it's visually beautiful.
Yes.
The CG,
As I feel all of them have done well.
yes, but the CG in Guardians, fantastic. They did the makeup on the characters when they could, and that's very, a new hope to me. That makes me very happy when movies will take the time to do the makeup and to actually change a person into the character they're meant to be, and not just slap them, on a green screen, cover them in a lot of little dots.
So,
And I know-
basically, The Hobbit.
Yes, I was actually thinking of that.
Yeah, the third Hobbit had. I mean, off topic. The third Hobbit had less CGI than I think a lot of
Yeah.
them. It still had some, but I mean, it
Well, you
looked,
had to
it
for
looked better.
giant
Yeah,
battle scenes.
Well,
but,
yeah.
yeah.
but it looked.
And-
better.
and-
It didn't annoy me as much.
That's
Yeah.
not specifically a dig at the Hulk, because I know that that's a difficult conundrum. What can you do? But I think that the CG in Guardians, and it may just be that there's been more time. They used it right. It's beautiful. That movie makes me so happy right now. I just want to twirl around the house.
Y'all can't see, but she's literally twirling around the house. Like, she is up on the couch dancing, and she looks like Tom Cruise at Oprah Winfrey's show.
And that soundtrack made me love songs that I've heard 1,000,000,000 times that I didn't really care for. That's the other thing, too. I don't really care for I Want You Back, but I dance like Groot with pride all over the house, as many of you do, as Chase does, as he is right now.
Yeah.
I am Groot.
So, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I think, I wanted to just say Guardians, onto you, Michael, but I had to prove my point again.
But she wanted to take all of our time, and that's the end of our show. So thank you guys for. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so now, Miguel.
Okay. I loved Guardians just as much as Starla, so she pretty much stole my choice.
Because she's the wife.
I'm the king.
She's the law.
I'm the queen.
And I'm Tyrion.
So I picked X-Men: Days of Futures Past.
Good movie. Good movie.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
When the first X-Men came out, I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought they did a good job, and then it got even better with X-Men 2. I thought, I think it's probably one of my top 5 Marvel
Oh
movies.
yeah. No, X2 is great.
Yeah.
And she still hasn't seen X2, and there's just no time to because like you get in that mood to see a movie, and I'm like X2.
Yeah.
Date night X2. Like.
No,
It's
let me
great.
tell you, though, X2 is fantastic.
It is really great.
Now the third one.
Yeah.
Then The Last Stand came out, and I was just heartbroken at what they did with all the characters. And it was a new director, but still, I thought.
But
it was just
you're
complete
genuinely an
crap.
X-Men fan.
Yes,
Like
I
so that's
love-
why when
I
you.
know.
He knows too much.
And so yeah, extremely disappointed with The Last Stand. And then I wasn't a big fan of the Wolverine, the first one, X-Men.
Yeah.
Origins.
The Origins. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was
That
pretty
was
bad
poo.
too.
Was that the one with Ryan
That was with Ryan
Reynolds?
Reynolds.
where you
Yeah,
get-
that was.
He was
He was
Deadpool,
Deadpool.
and
Yeah, I
CGI
Yeah.
claws
Yeah,
and
it was
backstories that didn't belong.
It was bad.
Yeah.
But then Days of Futures Past came out, and I thought they did a wonderful job with fixing those two movies and actually pushing the story forward too. I can't think of any other movie that's done something like that, where it's corrected a mistake from a previous
Yeah,
movie,
and still
all the while
forwarding the story.
Pushing its story forward, and it's hard to do a movie with an ensemble cast, let alone two.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you had the cast from the future.
Oh yeah,
I thought they were all great. I didn't all the new characters I enjoyed, and then of course the ones from the past were all great. I thought Jennifer Lawrence and Michael Fassbender.
Fassbender.
Probably a little too much.
It's an unnatural love.
See, Michael and I have this weird kind of hetero love for Michael Fassbender.
It's a man crush.
It's a man crush, and it's not because we both sat down together holding hands watching Shame.
Well, we did.
But we did do that. But
I thought you were crying while watching Shame.
well,
Yes,
that's because of how
why-
beautiful it was.
That's why it's called Shame.
See, I promise me and
other guys
Caitlin are together. This isn't some weird thing to announce my love for men.
It takes
yeah.
a very
He's
confident
lying.
man.
I'm just his
Yes.
cover.
She's my beard. But no, and for the fact, I mean, because think like Guardians and Avengers had some great, ensemble cast in them. But I think with Days of Future Past, everyone in that movie was so well known already.
Yeah.
Because it took all these separate movies for their characters in the Avengers and Guardians, and just little things like that for you to love them all as a whole.
Yeah.
And when you got all the X-Men together, it was like everyone already knew who they were, they liked their acting ability, and they liked everything they've done. So, of course, it's tough to get so many known people to make a good movie.
Yeah. And when I heard about it, they changed a little bit from the comics. In the comics, it's what's her name? Ellen Page's character. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, oh my gosh, Shadowface. I don't even know.
Shadowcat.
Yeah,
Shadowcat.
Well, see, Shadowface
Is
is
Snowplow?
Shadowcat.
I think so.
No, that's my superhero name. Shadowcat.
So yeah, in the comics, she goes back. So when I heard that Wolverine was going to be the lead, I thought, oh great, it's another Wolverine movie. But it didn't feel like that at all. It felt like he was just part of an ensemble. And
Because you needed Wolverine, and I know I've heard a lot of people complain that it is a Wolverine movie. But you need him because he's the only one that can withstand all that stuff. Because anyone else would kill him. Yeah, because he can heal his brain, he can heal everything about him. So, you needed that aspect. So without him, the movie would have made no sense.
Right.
It's like, let's send Frostbite back, or whatever the hell his name is.
Right.
Iceman.
Aww.
Snowflake.
Combat.
Elsa. let's send Elsa back in time.
He's fantastic.
Let it go. Let it
Can't talk bad
go.
about Sean Ashmore.
And then of course Quicksilver, which was probably the best scene.
And I'll say some
in the
people
movie.
argue that his 10 minutes was better than the entire movie.
Yeah, it was great.
I wish he would have been in it more.
Yeah, I think
I do.
because of that, I think they're going to make him have a bigger role for him in the next one. In Apocalypse. Yeah.
And it's not just because of American Horror Story.
Well, maybe. It's probably because of Emma Roberts. She probably was like bitching out everybody because she's a little crazy.
She's a little,
You put my man in that movie.
she's a little nutty.
Don't you know who my aunt is? She'll kill you. All right. Well, anything else anyone wants to throw out in the superhero Marvel realm?
I think I've proven my point.
Caitlin? Yeah. So, Starla won, I guess. There you go. Caitlin, anything else you would like to add?
No. I'm
Quiet
good.
pants. Yeah.
Stop talking.
Yeah, please. Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
I'll
We have
try
a show to
contain
do.
myself.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. So now, which brings us to the second and final round, because we'll try to do 2 topics, unless there's one topic we just like to rant about for longer than Marvel's. But basically, this is going to be a movie that we've seen at least once that we will never watch again. And I will start us off with a good one. And as much as I love sandpaper and masturbating, I would probably have to say, which I almost want to just keep it
not
quiet.
Saturday.
I just want to end it. Yeah. I just want to end it there and then never come back. Like I just want to stop it there and be like, what about masturbating? What was he gonna say?
I think if you use sandpaper, that's pretty much it.
Exactly. So if anyone who knows what I'm talking about, that is the Human Centipede 2. Basically, if you haven't seen that movie, it's about this fat security guard that works in the parking garage, who's mentally challenged. It lives at home with his mom, and he's obsessed with the first Human Centipede movie. And basically, he just kind of creeps in his little office, watches people, and he sees these girls or whatever, and walking along the parking structure, and then he starts touching himself with sandpaper, and it's bleeding and pussing and looking gross, and he's still going at it.
All right.
And if that's not enough to make you want to watch it or eat anything, maybe a sausage or something, I don't know. But basically you have all that, and then you go to another scene where he wants to recreate the movie. So he invites the actor playing herself from the movie to come and do like a signing or something. He kidnaps people from the parking garage and tries to recreate the human centipede from his obsession with the movie. And he kidnaps this pregnant girl, and it's devastating as hell. She's pregnant, and he thinks she's like passed out or dead, but she wakes up and screams and then runs to her car, and then she gets scared because he's at the window, and she gives birth in the car, and the baby shoots out of her. And then it's like, if that's not devastating, spoiler alert for anyone. If you're holding your newborn right now, hold them tightly. But if they, so basically the baby shoots out, and because she's so scared, she slams on the gas for the car to go, and the baby is underneath the gas pedal and squishes the baby's head, and actually shows it happen, and is the most devastating thing I've ever seen.
That's awful.
It's like they were just trying to think of things to shock you, and that, like, by the end of that movie, I was just like, what the hell am I looking at? And knowing that, I will never, ever, ever watch that movie again. And I know they're trying to do a Human Centipede 3, or they're in the middle of doing it. Yeah. And I don't even want to see that one, because if they try to outbeat the last one, it's going to be awful. Yeah. So,
good luck.
It's just devastating.
No thanks.
So I took this on a downturn. Let's go back to Marvel.
You finished that movie.
I did finish that movie.
What a sick bastard.
hey, I didn't say movies you've never finished. I said movies you watched. No. Yeah. Well, I'm going to see
it through.
I thought the baby was going to rise, like dark squished baby rises. I was molded by the gas pedal. My head was shaped and formed here. That was my baby bane. All right. So that was me. I'm not going to rant too long because I'm curious what everyone else is going to say. So, Miss Catalana.
Can I continue in order?
Yeah.
No, so a movie that I will never see again is Street Trash. This movie, Starla and I saw a trailer for when we went to see Saw. It was showing a whole bunch of trailers for other cheesy horror movies. I guess Saw isn't cheesy, but that the trailers it was showing were for like Street Trash and Body Melt and all sorts of weirdness. And so she thought it would be a great idea to buy Street Trash
Blu-ray
for us all to watch. So she got it on Blu-ray, and we did watch it. And it was one of the most disturbing things ever. Do you want me to go into detail?
Yeah, I was going to say, because I want you to go into detail because Human Centipede 2 only had like 2 devastating moments in it. And from start to finish on Street Trash, my eyes were bleeding.
The entire thing.
My brain was hurting. And you say what you want. Like, you don't have to go through scene for scene.
Catch with a dick.
Severed dick.
Like what?
Keep away with a severed dick.
Keep away.
Dick away.
Because,
what else do you do with one?
I played catch twice with mine since y'all got here.
Right. And what's the first thing you think of when you're walking on the beach and you see a dead body? Have sex with it.
Yeah. Oh my god. So this horrible. Dude has sex with a dead body, and of course,
doesn't show it. It just implies it, but the thought is disturbing. You're like, what is wrong with it?
The best thing though is the entire time he's approaching this body, Chase is yelling, "If he has sex with that body, I'm leaving." He has sex with that body. I'm out of here. If he has sex with that body.
I'll watch
it's a homeless man on top of that.
I will watch a fat man masturbate with sandpaper, but I have my limits. I'm a bastard, but I'm not a sick bastard. Well, yes, but it's like, okay, this movie didn't know what it wanted to be. Like, I totally agree with you on the fact that this movie, I'll probably okay, that's my 2 movies I'll never watch again, because Street Trash, it's like, it was supposed to be about this thing where this venom something is supposed to, like, you drink it and it like melts you. Yeah, it melts you and turns you into this liquid goo. But then after that, it turned into like a chase between this cop and this criminal and a bum. And then, like, he beats the shit out of this bum. And then, like, you're a cop. You're an authority of the law. He beats the crap out of this little bum. And then he vomits on him. He puts his hands in his mouth and vomits on him like that's an exclamation point to me beating the shit out of you. And that's all it was. Yeah, take that, nerd. Like, that's all he does. Like, it was devastating.
The movie, all in all, the movie had nothing to do with what it was supposed to be about.
Yeah.
It was just a whole... hour and a half of awfulness.
Of us all looking grossed out, shocked, and Starla apologizing.
I
haven't seen this movie. I didn't see it. Yeah, I didn't know. Please.
It was actually just a test for Caitlin. That's all that was.
Yes.
Because
if she didn't run screaming into the night, then we keep her.
Right.
Like, some people like to take their gal on dates. I like to show them vomit, piss-shitting bums.
Oh, gosh.
And don't forget the penis tossing.
Oh, yeah, penis tossing. Well, that's like the family reunion activities, right? The egg tossing or the penis tossing.
Right? Yeah.
Oh.
jeez.
I'm gonna make sure to
I
send a
have
copy
no
of this
other
to
words for this.
I'm gonna send a copy of this to your parents so they can hear it.
Yeah, please.
Mom, Dad, if you're out there, hi. Your baby girl made it.
We did it.
We did it. And it all
I
came
have nothing else to say about that. That's all you need to know.
on your birth certificate. It said, "My daughter will one day talk about penis tossing."
So if anyone wants to shower Caitlin with any gifts, I know
Yes.
she's a lovely lady.
Yeah.
Street trash, she definitely doesn't own.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
there you go.
I would say, yeah, please, because I will own it too. If you send it to her, I own it. Don't punish me out there. All right. Oh my gosh. All right. So now we had our street trash. We had our masturbating fatties. Now let's go to. Let's make our way down to Starla. What we got here?
All right. Now, I hesitated to name this one because our nephew listens to these, or will be. He's been watching the videos, and I know he'll listen to this, and I absolutely...
See, I didn't know that at first. Aiden, I love you, buddy.
So, and I completely understand why people love this movie. I do. Why some do. However, The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
We established I'm not bananas about superhero movies.
Yeah,
so
you know we're done with Marvel movies, right?
But this is the thing. When I eventually do watch one, I better like it, or I will bitch. You know,
Yes.
it's relentless. So we went and we rented Amazing Spider-Man. It's fantastic. I enjoyed it. Surprisingly. I like everybody in it. I was pleased. Then they make the second one. And they fell into the same trap that the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man fell into in the third one. So we've got too many villains, not enough backstory. I don't know where half of these people, I don't care. That's the thing. They have Osborn. Here he is. He's mopey. He's the poor man's Leonardo DiCaprio.
He's already
He's sick.
mopey.
He's angry. He's a murderer. I mean, and during none of it did I feel for him, care about him. I didn't even believe that he had a friendship with Peter. It seemed like they met when I met him.
Well, I will say the Tobey Maguire ones, they did good at character development.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James Franco, I absolutely, and I'm not bananas about him on the whole, but I liked him as Harry Osborn.
James Franco was a good Harry Osborn.
Spider-Man 2 was great, too.
Yeah, the first two were both solid.
I liked Harry Osborn as a handsome drunk with too much money who's angry about his dad dying, daddy issues all over the place, and he can do anything he wants to his hair and it always looks great. And
She's just talking about me.
Yeah. And then they bring this little Harry Osborn, and I'm sure he's a fantastic guy. But he just looks like Leonardo DiCaprio fresh out of growing pains.
Like Gilbert Grape.
Like,
what's eating Gilbert Grape?
I feel bad for him.
Yeah, what's eating Norman Osborn?
And he might be like Leonardo DiCaprio. Maybe in like 20 years he'll look like a man. But right now he looks like a little boy.
Dang. Yeah, I know. You know he's like 30 now, right?
No.
When he's 50, he'll look just like a man.
Leonardo didn't look like a man until like last year, and now he's 40.
True.
So I give him time. And it's really nobody's fault. It's not Jamie Foxx's fault. It's not that Garfield's fault. It's not
Garfield.
Yeah, and Odie.
It's not any of their fault. It was too much. They got excited. They wanted to do everything that's going on with all the other Marvel characters right now, and they just crammed too much.
Yeah, they turned it into Batman and Robin.
She couldn't handle it.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
That's in my little notes. It's very campy, and Michael's explained to me that Spider-Man's meant to be campy. Yada yada.
It's my birthday, Spider-Man. Blow out my candles. It's a metaphor.
Yeah, but
blow me, Spider-Man.
For me, it was not fun campy like Batman Forever. It was too much campy, creepy campy.
It's like they were trying to be cute, and it was just awkward.
Yeah, it just fell apart.
That's awful. You're very passionate right now. Y'all can't see her, but she's like panicked. Like Spider-Man 2's playing in the background. She's so panicked. Like
because it angers me when actors I otherwise enjoy are trapped in this awful situation, and you just want to get them out.
And it kind of seemed like they redid part of the first movie.
Yeah.
With Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
Because you thought they were together, and then now they're not, and they spent like half the movie trying to get back to where they were about
Yeah.
the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why are we doing this again?
Then you just wanted the bitch to die because they couldn't make up their mind. It's
Aw.
like, just get out of here, Gwen
Damn.
Stacy. Get out of here.
Poor Gwen.
That
Get out of here.
was upsetting. That was upsetting.
It was upsetting.
Even as much as I didn't really enjoy the movie, and I don't know what was going on with that weird electronic orchestra scene. I don't know.
Yeah, that was
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. I didn't want to see her die, and I definitely didn't want it to be at the hands of this goblin I don't care about.
Yeah, right? If you're going to die, you want to be by the hands of someone you give a damn about. So I could kill you, and Michael could kill you. But and Caitlin. But if anyone else killed you, it wouldn't mean as much.
Right? And did that stuff even cure him? He looks like himself again, so it comes and it goes? Like herpes?
Yeah, God. But yeah,
He's got goblin herpes.
you can hide the herpes, but you can never get rid of it.
Right, it's always there.
It's always there.
Oh no, and I
He
didn't
always
even talk about
he
the
always
worst.
has herpes.
What's the worst?
What's the worst part of that movie?
Oh,
pig
right.
vomit
Pig vomit, right.
and trapped inside of a CG rhino.
That was pretty bad.
Pig vomit.
Yeah.
Everyone out there is just like, what the hell is she
Who's
talking?
pig vomit?
Yeah,
Pig
if
vomit.
you saw Private Parts, well,
Well, everybody sees Private
movie.
Parts.
Oh,
The movie
fat
Private
people
Parts.
masturbating.
The story of Howard Stern,
yes.
one of his producers, he called Pig Vomit, which was
Yeah.
Paul Giamatti.
Rhino.
Yeah. But I don't know why he was this creepy little floating CG head in the center. I don't know what was going on there. That looked like something I did, in my ill-fated turn at art school. It was not good. It was not good. He took the eraser tool around a picture
Like, yeah,
and just erased his body and click and drag,
just
and there
copy
he sits.
Yeah.
pasted a head on a green screen body.
Yeah.
Well, because did
it
y'all
looks
see the
so
leaked
bad.
photos of that? Did you see the
Uh-huh.
before the movie came out? They had leaked photos of Paul Giamatti standing on where they needed his head to be,
Yeah.
on these like big old walking sticks or something like that. And from that moment, I was like, how the hell are they going to turn that into a rhino suit? And I'm still asking that question,
They
having already
haven't.
seen it.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for them to
It
turn
was
that into
so
a rhino
bad. I saw better effects in Street Trash.
suit. Because yeah, when that dick flew, I was about to,
Yes.
I was, praising it, how beautiful
Because
it
that
was.
it wasn't a CG, I'm
I'm
trying to be
yeah,
nice.
I don't know. So we'll have a final debate on what movie if we had to choose one after we hear Michael's, which one we would watch again, or for the first time for some people. I don't know if none of y'all have seen Human Centipede.
Yeah,
But-
that's
Or
what he
Street
said.
Trash.
Or Street Trash. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm
I guess
sure-
now we're on to Miguel here.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people saw The Mist from 2007, the Stephen King short story. But I'm picking it out because I hated it. I thought it was an excellent movie, and I still do. I can never watch it again because of the ending.
Oh yeah.
And it was so gut-wrenching. And, I have two nephews. One wasn't born at the time. And, of course, really close to both of them. So I kind of put, him and me in my, I put us in their place. And just having to do that at the end was it was horrible. So, yeah, way to break the room down.
Yeah, I was like, dang, yeah.
I probably should have gone. I should have gone and then straw.
Well, the difference. Yeah. Well, the difference between yours and ours is yours was a good movie that was just devastating to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
It
the
was
last
painful.
20 minutes
Yeah.
was very devastating to watch, and I think with ours it was just bad movies with bad things in it that we'd never want to see again.
Yeah.
The Mist is one of those you watch it again in the hopes it will be different.
Yeah, right.
And that somebody will make a different
Yeah,
decision.
you're like,
Yeah.
please.
It's like Pet Cemetery for me. Every time I watch
Yeah,
Pet Cemetery, I
maybe.
hope it's going to be better this time.
Yeah, it's like maybe he'll get caught before he crosses the street. I
Yeah.
don't know.
So if y'all haven't seen it, I personally can't see it again, but I think y'all should too. And if you can, see the black and white version because it's.
Oh yeah, but it kind of
it's-
makes it more
Yeah, it's
willing to
it's-
watch. Yeah.
The mist looks really beautiful on that. So.
All right, so out of the four of us, out of our four choices, which would you rather see again? So I guess
Rather
we'll go
see
around.
again?
Well, like,
Or never see again?
well, see for the first time because she hasn't seen The Mist. I haven't
Never
seen.
The Mist.
I've seen all of them.
Yeah.
So I mean, if I had to choose one, we'll go around the room again. If I had to choose one to watch again, I'd probably say The Mist because it is a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I know what's gonna happen at the end because I can enjoy the movie up until that part.
Yeah, just get up and excuse yourself.
Yeah, like I have to poo. I'll be back in 25 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
When the credits are on.
Yeah. Chase, what are you doing in there? Nothing.
Oh, man.
All right, so Caitlin, which one would you rather see for the first time or watch again?
Well, I don't want to see the Human Centipede.
Hey, now that's
ever.
Oscar worthy.
So,
Yeah.
probably The Mist. I wouldn't mind seeing The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Like, it wasn't great. It's not going to be in my top favorite movies ever. I probably won't go out of my way. I won't go out of my way.
Top 5 movies ever.
Top favorite movies. Like, it could be any list. It could be my top 35 favorite movies or something.
Well, okay, I will.
There's no way, like, it's not anything special to me. It's whatever. So,
Hey.
I don't think it's awful, but I'm not that into it. And probably it'd be The Mist because I'm not into street trash either. So.
But you're with Chase.
Yeah.
Good point.
No, I'm white trash,
Oh,
not
my bad,
street
my bad.
trash.
All right.
Okay,
There's an
I'm
important
classier.
distinction.
Yes.
All right.
When you're outside the house,
Yeah.
then you're street trash.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm in my workout trash, work trash. Yeah. All right, so Starla, which one would you rather see again, or for the first time, or Human Centipede 2? Come on.
You can't pick your own.
You can't pick your own. Fair enough.
I'd probably go with The Mist as well because, like
No one's
Chase
shaking
said,
it up.
it is a good movie, and I'm a glutton for punishment.
Yes.
One
One thing too to point out is The Mist has a lot of characters from The Walking Dead. So
Yeah.
had we not had The Mist, we might not have the people we have in
Walking
The
Dead.
Yes.
That's true.
Previously on The Mist.
The Walking Mist.
The Walking Mist. The
I
Misting
just
Dead.
think about it, it's upsetting. So if you
Yeah.
haven't seen it, go ahead and see it. And
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It is pretty bad. All right, Michael.
Yeah, well,
can't pick your
I can't
own.
pick The Mist.
So out of
This is
It's-
the true
this
test.
is the true test of
Actually,
willingness and ability.
It's actually pretty easy. I'd rather just see Amazing Spider-Man 2 again.
You don't want to watch fat people masturbate or dicks
No.
flying in the air. That's
Not 2 nights in a row.
Oh! I'm saying that's Caitlin and I's week.
Oh, it's glamorous.
Yeah,
it's,
and I
it's
can't-
glitz and glam.
I can't sit through that trash again. So
Are you talking about Spider-Man?
Yeah. Yeah. Aw, poor Spider-Man. Well.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah,
it's so upsetting. I
It
wanted
is.
it to be good.
I know. I did
That's
too.
the difference.
And it,
Yeah.
I
like,
didn't expect Human Centipede. You never
You know
expect
it's-
that
Oh,
to be good.
yeah, you never
you know
expected it to be
Street
good.
trash.
Come on.
Look at the
Yeah,
title.
look at the title.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I think, like Caitlin said, it's not the best. It is shit, but I could watch it again. Like if we sat down and watched, like, because it was enjoyable enough for me to sit down. Like you look at the faults, you're like, okay, it's lots wrong, but there was still the good. I think there's still enough good in it to where out of the 4, it wasn't there. I'd probably say, I'd still watch Amazing Spider-Man 2.
But he
I
won't
still
buy it.
won't buy it. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
I still won't buy it.
No, I'll
I'm
buy
still
it.
debating every time I go to the store. Caitlin and I are looking at movies or whatever. I'm like, should I buy it this time? And she's like, no. So I just don't do it. I don't have enough willpower. Maybe if I see it for like $5 to $8.
Would you accept it as a gift?
If it's a
throw it back at
coaster?
him?
Yeah, I was saying throw it. No, take it
Get
back.
this crap out of my house.
What about street trash? Would you accept that as a gift?
Almost. So I would display it. I would never watch it. It would just
The
be
cover
out.
box is
The cover box is
not
pretty
that
cool.
bad.
Yeah,
the
I'm
cover
saying
box is cool.
I would display it as
Yeah.
a piece of art, the gallery of.
You
of
get
sorts.
tickled about it when you see the cover box. You think, oh yeah, this
looks
is going to be
really
campy
good.
grossness, and then
Yeah.
it's
It was just.
awful.
It was just
Yeah.
too much grossness and campiness. I'm actually working on a painting of Caitlin throwing a penis in the air. It's pretty awesome. She's smiling. She's like, "No, you
that's
just
all.
told him." She's like, "You told him."
It's actually
I
like
have
the
no words
16,
for that.
the Sistine Chapel where she's
Yeah, exactly.
the tip of the penis.
Yeah, we have the penis in different scenarios. It's like she's in Paris and
It's
the
like a troll
yeah.
that travels.
Yeah, exactly.
Man,
It's
you
like-
are too classy for this
It's like,
joint.
yeah. I was like, that's why she doesn't want to talk a lot. She's like, no, I don't even want to be heard with you fools.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're getting to the end of this thing here. We'll be talking for about 40 minutes or so, but hopefully everyone enjoyed this. This is the first podcast of hopefully many, and hopefully, how does everyone feel about it? Everyone feel good?
Yeah, it was great.
Fantastic.
It was very fun.
Great.
I didn't say describe yourself in one word.
Oh.
Shitty. I'm glad.
trash.
Yeah, straight yeah. Human Centipede 2. But yeah, so hopefully everybody.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man. Yeah. Yeah, so no one's gonna watch or listen to any of these podcasts or videos. So But thank you guys for listening to us rant for a very long time. But it was nice to kind of get the first one out of the way. The next one we will know exactly what to do. But in this video, or because it will be uploaded to YouTube and stuff, comment any questions you may have for us that you want us to answer on the next one, or so on, or whatever. And hopefully we were enjoyable enough for you all to continue listening to. So yeah, everybody make sure you give support to the newbies in here in the room. Everyone, say hi, newbies. Say bye, newbies.
Bye,
Bye,
newbies.
newbies.
Bye, newbies. Hey, you're no newbie. You be
Bye to
quiet.
them.
Oh, okay. Bye,
You
newbies.
said bye, why can't I?
All right, so thank you guys for listening. You make sure and hit that subscribe button because that's my catchphrase. You give this video a thumbs up, and you make sure you spread the word of Down on Movies. So thank you guys, and we will see you in the next video / podcast.
See ya.
Bye.